Hi friends, I'm Ben from benribble.com Coaching, where we focus on three foundational pillars: leadership, productivity, and organization to ensure that you are successful at work, but more importantly, that you are successful in life. Now, on today's episode, we're going to talk about 7 traits of leaders, of great leaders. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First of all, let's not forget that leadership is and can be a very daunting task. And it's not something that you can become overnight. A great leader was not born overnight, right? A great leader grows and develops into a great leader. We all have to start somewhere. So today, we're going to examine 7 traits of great leaders. Let's get started with number 1. Confidence instills confidence, right? Confident people inspire confidence in others. When you can show confidence in what you are doing, in what you are teaching, and in whom you are leading, then they are going to be more confident in you as a leader. So it's reciprocal. You display confidence and they will have confidence, right? So, and that's important because confidence is contagious and it elevates morale. When people see that their leader is confident and they have confidence in their leader, their morale increases and they're more likely to follow that leader. So make sure that you are confident in what you are leading and or teaching or whatever it is you're doing. Be confident, right? Number 2, and this is probably one of the most important traits that a leader can have, and that's character, right? Someone who is morally strong, has great, solid character. So why is character so important? Well, those that you are leading can just sense a strong moral character. And they're more apt to follow someone who is truthful, that they can trust, someone who is of great character, right? And this is accomplished through winning people's trust. You have to be honest with them. You have to be transparent with them. It's important that you do all of these things because they will get to a point where they will trust you, and that's building character. Right? It's challenging for a team to accomplish anything if there's no trust. Just think back. If you've ever been on a team that there was no trust, you know what I'm talking about. All right, number 3. Number 3 is be enthusiastic about the task at hand. Someone who's enthusiastic is going to breed that enthusiasm into the rest of the group, right? It's demonstrating to your team that you are excited about what you're doing, and that excitement will build and it will grow and it will just spread through all of them. Sometimes, though, don't forget to take a break. Give people an opportunity to just kind of breathe a little bit. But enthusiasm can wane, and we want to make sure that we're careful about this, that it can wane under a never-ending workload. So that's why it's important to give a break, but then when you get right back to it, be enthusiastic, jump right back in. Head first, right? Number 4, there will be times of uncertainty. There will be times when you don't make progress or you make negative progress, right? You regress. But listen, great leaders can weather these situations and they can demonstrate the steadiness that is necessary to keep the team focused throughout this event, this circumstance. These are the times that your team will look to you the most. They're going to have the most opportunities to be dependent on you, and they're going to look to you to see how to react to these situations. So again, be positive, be confident, be the rock that they need you to be. It's natural to have doubts. Everybody does. And you as a leader, you'll absolutely have doubts. But it's not effective to share those doubts with your team, with your subordinates, right? You need to have a confidant, someone that you can talk to, whether it's a friend or a relative, a spouse, whatever it might be. Have someone that you can talk through so that you can express your doubts, so that you're not expressing your doubts to your team. That's going to undermine everything that you're trying to do. Now, there is a point where you do have to be honest and transparent with your team. That goes back to, our earlier trait, character, but you don't need to tell them everything all the time. All right, so let's move on to number 5. It's super easy to become distracted as a leader, right? We'll lose our focus, especially when things aren't going the way you want them to go. But you have to learn to ignore the noise and stick to the relevant facts. The feeling or the need to look way ahead can actually be, it can work against you, right? So deal with the current situation and maintain your commitment to being successful. And focus really can begin to creep or wane again when projects drag on for an extended period of time. If you have a long-term project, that's when you're going to notice that people, and yourself even, stop focusing or aren't quite as focused on reaching the goal. So that's when it's important that maybe you need to break the goal into smaller pieces. But you as a leader, it's important for you to keep an eye on that. Keep your finger on the pulse of how well you and your team are focused on achieving the goals that you have in front of you, right? Always have a mission statement or have that goal posted somewhere so that you can go back to that on a regular basis and remind yourself and remind your team why you're doing what you're doing. Number 6, nearly anyone can hold the course, but only a great leader can change course without tipping over the boat, right? It's important for you to realize as a leader that there are times that you're going to have to shift. There are times that you're going to have to change. And if you try to be stubborn and hold the course because this is the course that I've set out, then you're likely to fail. You need to be flexible. You need to learn to bend when you need to bend, but you also need to learn to be strong when you need to be strong, right? And sometimes that's the hardest thing, is to know when is the right time to bend. All right? Always know that having course corrections should be the norm. That is not the exception. Correcting the course as you go along is the norm. So don't get so stuck on your goals, like we were talking in the last trait, that you have your goals or your mission statement or whatever. Don't get so stuck on, each of those individual goals that you can't make corrections. Remember, it's the end that is the important part, and how you get there can change as you make your journey, right? All right, so number 7. Number 7, this is the last of our 7 traits of great leaders. Number 7, be able to effectively communicate your vision to the others in your group. Like I was talking about earlier, remember that it's important that you always have a goal or a mission statement or something of that nature. That's your vision. That's what you want to see happening. Now, you have to break that down and you have to live that vision every single day. And you have to be able to communicate the importance of the vision. Remember, the why behind the vision is just as important as the vision. And you need to be able to express that to your team. Why? Why do we need to accomplish this? Right? Provide the information that's required for others to do their best and communicate all of these things, which that's another skill in and of itself, is communication, being able to communicate to your team, right? Really kind of fits within this trait here, communication. And if you hang out to the end of this episode, I've got something that you're going to want that'll help you with that communication, right? So, and I'm going to tell you right now, if there is a single skill that you need to work on first, it's going to be your communication skills. It's going to be communication. Most important, without a doubt. So regardless of the leadership strategy that you follow. All of these 7 attributes will help you. But again, keep in mind that you're not going to become a great leader overnight just because you've watched this video or you've read my blog post, right? You are going to have to pick a couple of these traits and start day by day, little by little, instilling them into your life and into your leadership style so that you will become better and better and better, and one day you will become a great leader. But it takes one step at a time, right? One foot in front of the other. All right. Now, I want to thank you then for sticking around to the end of this episode. And I tell you what, because you stuck around, as I mentioned earlier, I have a free gift for you. I have a new ebook out. It's called Communicating Like a Leader, Skills for Effective Leadership. And all you have to do is go down to the bottom of this video and click the link, and it'll take you right to the form to fill out to get that free ebook. Or you can simply go to benribble.com/communicate. That's benribble.com/communicate to get that free ebook. All right, once again, I thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Remember to make today great and always choose joy.